NFL 23 on EA Sports.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the boys and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They'll start out here with the action left. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Prescott from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down throw for Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Prescott. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it before.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And he... yard line here, right at the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Prescott to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Purdy. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 16.
On play action, Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
With the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Don't give him enough. Don't give him enough. Let's go, y'all. That's what it is.
Ezekiel Elliott as time expires in the first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the ball is knocked out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Complete to Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. at the 32-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Prescott on first down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping it for a loss.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Purdy now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defensive coordinator will tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. And the Cowboys.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Offside, Ethan.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 1st down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Purdy, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.